Alright. It is early as I'm recording this for you guys for tomorrow. Um, you might be asking yourselves, what could today's podcast be on? And by the way, these are only like 20-minute episodes. I'm not going to make them drawn out. What can today's podcast possibly be on? Is it on paganism? No. Is it on government and bullshit that has to deal with how they don't tax religions or churches or temples? No. That is going to be next week's podcast, probably. I'm not pushing for that, obviously. I'm actually here to argue about it because obvious reasons. Now, Christians will also argue about that, but that's, again, subject for a different day. So if it's none of these things, what possibly could it be about, Jonesy? Well, I have news for you. It's not a podcast you guys will probably ever want to expect out of this page, but it is going to get brought up. It is going to be talked about. Toxic masculinity and what to do in those scenarios. That's actually what we want to talk about. And this one kind of hits close to home, if you can't tell. Which, by the way, I'm not crying, I literally just woke up. And I was like, fuck it, this is a great podcast episode. Not only is it going to upset some people, which all of these episodes are going to upset some people. Every single one of these episodes is going to upset some people. Whether it's... And here's the thing with feedback. It's feedback. Whether it's positive or negative, it is feedback to get to know what you guys like to talk about. This one, I feel like, might actually hit home for a lot of people. So let's talk about Texic. Really, Jonesy? Texic? That's what we came up with at 7 o'clock in the morning? God damn it! I love my brain. Toxic... God bless it! Toxic masculinity or toxic family members. How do you deal with toxic masculinity? It's quite easy. You shut them the fuck down. They're going to be these people that are overly going, hey, I'm stronger than you. I can hurt you. I can do this for you. I can blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of different ways that it comes across. I'll give you a personal example. This person wanted an apology from me. I gave him that apology. It's not the apology he wanted, by the way. In fact, the apology upset him. The apology was like, hey man, I heard you wanted me to apologize, so I'm sorry for X, Y, and Z. I'm sorry for this. However, I'm not really sorry. Because I'm not. Deep down, I'm not sorry. I don't feel bad for anything I said. Because everything I said was truth. This dude lied through his damn teeth. He wanted his version of the truth, and that's what he put out there, so I put out my version of the truth, which is why he was so deeply upset, deeply disturbed. He's going to continue to be upset. I don't care. Which comes to toxic family members. What do you do with these people? What can you do to protect yourself? There are actually multiple things that you can do. Not only from a legal standpoint, but there are things that you can do to protect yourself. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you guys only the legal standpoints, because anything that's other does not need to be said. I don't want you to go out and hurt these people. I don't want you to go out and express your anger in a bad way. I want you to go out and express your anger in a really good way, whether it's going to work and busting your ass off. For instance, I did this a lot when I worked at a liquor store. By the way, I still love my liquor family. You guys have been amazing to me if you guys ever see this. But whenever I was deeply upset or deeply disturbed or just angry, what I would do is go to the back room where they had all their soda. I would organize that soda for 4 hours because my OCD kicked in. So, it took out my anger. It took out my aggression. By the time I was done, I stepped back and was like, I did this. This is all nice and neat. Of course, the next damn day it'll be fucked up again. But I could go back and fix whatever little thing was already done. Because the majority of it was still fine. There are days where people absolutely fucked it on up. And it's not my liquor family's fault. I had a system. I tried to explain that kind of system. People liked it. People didn't like it. I don't care. I could go back and easily fix it because I knew my own system. Now, how do you deal with toxic family members, though? How do you deal in a healthy way, letting go of that anger that you've had pent up for 22 years? Well, you guys can kind of see how I deal with mine. I've moved religions. I've moved bits of my personal life around. I've moved a lot of stuff. In a healthy manner, I collect Lego. Lego is my output. I have sets right next to me that I've built over the years. I've built 2 of these. And that's what I do. I just go out, look for a Lego set, or look for multiple Lego sets, or look for a really damn expensive one, or whatever. And I can justify it by being like, cool, I'm angry, I need an output. Well, with toxic families, it's kind of the same way. You have to look for a healthy output. I'm not saying Lego's the healthiest thing you guys can go out and do. I am saying it is one of the healthier options. It's not good for your money. It's, if you're trying to not waste money, it's not good for that. Drinking used to be my output. Drinking would be my go-to. It's why I really don't drink that much. Because I've slowed my roll. I was like, okay. It's still fun to go out and party, but not till 2 a.m. I would get there at like 4 and then be done by 9. Because it's like, okay, cool. I'm done. Yeah. It's not a healthy way, though. There's healthier options. One of them is obviously go get therapy. Well, a lot of us can't afford a therapy, so we look to the skies and the heavens for different things. My other output is with you guys, with streaming, with calling people out on Facebook, and sitting here recording, because this is an output, whether people want to realize it or not. This is a way for me to go, this is how I feel today. This is how I feel about this subject. This is how I feel about this subject. This is how I feel about life today. You know, so it just gets you going. It gets you to have those different options. Going to my pipe club that's tomorrow. I have that once a month. That is a great option for me. To just go out, be social, and have fun. It's a way to de-stress from toxic situations. More about the person, though. The apology I gave him it was kind, but it wasn't the kindest way that I could put things, right? I was not going to give him the kindest option. He did not deserve the kindest option. Well, I gave him an ultimatum. I was like, listen, you can either give me a response by Friday or Sunday at 5 p.m., or I'm going to just kick you out like I've already been planning to do anyway. Disowning toxic family members is not a problem. It's not an issue. It's not on you. It's not on anyone except for that person. I know one of my brothers disowned me, and for good reason. I was not the best brother to him. I've changed my ways, but I was not the best to him. No amount of apology will ever fix that either, and I know that. But you learn from your mistakes. You grow from your mistakes. And if he ever sees this, or if any of my brothers ever see this, I love y'all still. But there's two people I cannot ever be around ever again. And it's unfortunate. So, toxic family members, you can easily just block, move on. The legal route that you can do is no contact order, and in my state, you could totally do that for free. There's no payment. Even for a court, there's no payment. And then there's... Oh, son of a bitch. There's 3 other ones that you can also do. So it's no contact. So it's no contact. God damn it, I'm forgetting the other one. Trespassing from your own property. You can actually do that. You don't even need them to ever step foot on your property. You can immediately trespass someone. Which is great. Especially if they're toxic. And they threaten you consistently. Like a dumbass. I don't get threats. I don't understand why people need to threaten other people. It's stupid. And illegal. Fun fact. There's indirect death threats and direct death threats, and then you also have just threats of harm. Let's see. What the fuck do people look up on Google? How to legally kick out a 17-year-old. What the fuck? What the fuck? Kind of shitty ass parents. Whatever. Let's see. So there's eviction, but that doesn't really... I'm trying to remember the other fucking word. So there's no contact order. There's... So technically in my state, it's called a PFA. Protection from abuse. Let's see. And then restraining order. That's the one I was trying to think of. So, no contact, eviction, trespassing, and restraining. Those are the 4 that you can do legally. And I suggest everyone looks up how to do it in your state if you ever have a toxic family member. And go from there. I will be issuing this dude a restraining order to stay the fuck away from me, a no contact order, and a trespass order. That's all I got. That's today's episode. I may not even post this. I don't know yet. Why is that so damn good? Why? But, and I think I will still post this because I'm not naming names. I don't even know if I'll ever fucking see this, and I really don't care. So, toxic masculinity. Let's get back on track. What's the meaning? A set of attitude and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men. That's the entire meaning. Thank you, Oxford Dictionary. Let's look up examples, though. Suppression of emotions, hyper-competitiveness, sexual aggression, and a tendency towards violence. So, technically speaking, you can have toxic family members that are brothers who are also toxic in masculinity. From what I can tell, and from what I can see, even some parents have this issue. Even sometimes I have this issue. Like, it's just a thing. I try to hide my emotions, though. So there's the man-up mentality, where you just go, I'm a man, I shouldn't have feelings. Not the best outlook on life, by the way. It sucks. Concealing feelings as well, which sucks. Showing or not showing sadness, fear, or vulnerability. Yeah. Technically, I have some of this. Competitiveness, by the way, is needing to promote the consistent need to be the winner. I don't do that shit because fuck that. Dominance and control. Controlling behavior in relationships or workplace, and desire to assert dominance through aggression. Again, things I don't do. Sexual aggression and entitlement. These are typically the ones that you hear about the most. Treating women as objects. Don't do that shit, by the way. Don't treat your wife like she doesn't fucking exist. Don't treat her like she's a fucking table. What the fuck? That's part of the reason why that's a major reason why relationships fail. Don't do that shit. Relationships Tips 101 with Temple Fiddler. Oh, that's great. Yeah, don't do that shit. Toxic masculinity can lead to the objectification. I cannot speak today. Of women and belief that men are entitled to their bodies. No, we're not. No, we're not. Don't do that shit. If I find out that you're doing that shit, I actually can't do anything, because then that's an indirect or direct threat. So, get help. Sexual harassment and assault. This is where typically you'll see a lot of, especially if you watch a lot of cop TV shows or body cameras or things of that nature, where the man is abusing the woman or vice versa. There's also toxic women Feminality. Yes. No? Yes. And I'll get into that as well. But that'll... Not today's episode. That might actually be next week's episode. Because these need to be fucking conversations that you just have. So sexual harassment and assault is part of toxic masculinity. Violence and aggression. Physical aggression, typically violence or threats, technically speaking, and some people as well. Again, I don't see why the fuck we need to threaten others. I really don't. Someone down in the fucking comments explain why we have to threaten someone. Let's start a whole damn thread on why we have to do it. For fuck's sakes. Here's the thing. If you are getting abused, and I'll put out a tip hotline in the comments, fucking call someone. Just fucking call someone. Whether it's the damn police. I know a lot of damn people don't like dealing with the police, especially in recent years. I get it. But a lot of them are there just to help. I will get into shitty cops later. But call the goddamn police. Call family members if you don't like the damn police. And if it is your family members, call your goddamn friends. If you don't have any friends, go out in public and ask someone for help. I know it's not the greatest damn thing, but like, there are people out there that will help. It's part of the reason, and I'm just going to get sidetracked with this. It's part of the damn reason which is why I want to open up my own damn temple. Because if people are getting abused, if people feel like they don't have a place to go to for safety, I know a lot of damn people don't want to go to the damn churches. I know a lot of damn people don't want to go to the police or family members or anyone, really. But it's the reason why I want to open up this building. And eventually we'll actually own one, and eventually I'll be doing podcasts there, where we can help people. Because that's all I ever really want to do with my life. My mother gave me that intuition to help. Just help. Whether or not you get hurt in the end, help people. I also know that's a toxic trait at times. It's why I have a 2-strike rule. Typically a 3, depending on what the case is. Sometimes even just 1. I mean, most of the damn time when people just backstab me, I go, okay, that's on you. Bye. And most of you that follow this page or this YouTube or whatever know me by now. Know me not only physically by being close friends with me or in a relationship with me. Most of you guys know that I would happily give the shirt off my back to make someone else happy. It's what I do. It's why I try to hide a lot of my emotions, because a lot of people don't need to see that I'm angry at them. A lot of people don't need to see that I'm upset. A lot of people don't need to see that I'm sad. I still show those emotions privately in my own house, but I don't know if I would ever show those emotions on here. Like, I know I'm showing a lot of empathy right now. I'm a very empathetic person. I will give and give and give, and rarely will I take. I'm not that kind of damn person. I said normally not take. There are instances where I will absolutely take money. Just saying. But a lot a lot of my close friends know me by now, that I'm just that kind of damn person. I don't care. And I actually do have stories on that as well. There's a couple times in New York, especially, where I was hanging out with a bunch of friends, and dude came up and wanted some money. And I was like, yeah, here's my last 20. You know, I've been shopping for my mom, I've been shopping for a bunch of other people to, you know, just bring home and give them things, because that's typically what my family does. It's called a what'd you bring me. A lot of other people will call them just little gifts or knickknacks from wherever you go. But, yep, I was like, here's my last 20. You want some food? Great. That dude was a piece of shit. But that's okay. I hope he's doing better now. I don't think he is. He didn't even look homeless. I'm pretty damn sure he was at a bar. And then just saw a group of us walking around. I was like, I can get free food. Sure enough, got free food. But I don't care. I will never see that dude ever again in my life. I don't care. Or maybe he was homeless and just needed something. But I don't care. It was no skin off my back. There's a lot of times like that, though. I have so many damn stories. So many damn stories. And instances of just like that where I've gone and just helped people. Another one was actually I got off work one night and had to go all the way out to Springfield. By the way, if this lady ever sees that, you're a terrible damn person. I fucking hate you. She contacted one of my friends and was like, hey, I need help. I need to get out of this terrible situation. Can you come pick me up? He was like, yeah, sure, but let me grab a couple other people. And he called me, and I was like, fuck, we ball. So we went out, picked her up, and then took her back to his place. And the next day, she went right back out to Springfield, just to him. As far as I know, she got married, and they actually had a kid. So I don't know what her living situation was like. According to her, she was being abused. It's a terrible damn situation to ever be put in. I know he was really damn upset with her. She started talking shit, too, which was the worst damn part. She talked shit about how we were terrible to her, how we didn't help her, how we only wanted her. And it's like, no, that's not the damn case. I was single, and I didn't really want her. I would not touch her with a damn 10-foot pole. Or in the mythos, a 30-foot wolf. I wouldn't. She's not my type. She's not anyone I would ever want to be around ever again. Technically, she was one of my friends as well. I knew her since high school. But yeah, no, if she ever sees this, I hope you're doing okay, but fuck you. You ruined friendships, by the way. Me and him are still friends, but you ruined your friendship with both of us. You lied to us, and that's... fuck you. But I do hope you're actually okay. But like I said, I have so many damn stories. So many damn stories on just helping others. I think that's where I'm going to leave this episode. Hopefully, I know these episodes bounce around. These are literally a way for me to express my own anger and let some shit go. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you guys listening to this. I think here in about a month, or towards the end of this month maybe, I don't know yet, we'll have a person that does bone reading on with us, and you guys can kind of see what that's like. I'll probably have one done just so you guys can see what it's actually like. So, yeah, that's the end of that. This episode's so fucking weird. I do apologize, but again, these videos are a way for me to express my anger and get some things out that might actually help some people. Who knows? So, I love y'all. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye!